What's up, guys? It's been 3 weeks. I know it took a while. I wanted to take some time off for my health too, while looking at all this shit with Ice Poseidon, this whole CX coin scam. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a wild ride. I'm gonna end it here. So I've been trying to filter out a lot of things that are very important to know about this situation and a lot of very suspicious parts of it because of how much is going on right here. So to start off, yes, I found it to be a very deceiving cryptocurrency coin thing that's been going on with CX coin recently. One of the first things that I noticed when I looked at the Twitter page of CX coin is that most of the followers seem to be fake followers for as far as I know. That is my observation. So when I look at most of these pages that follow CX coin, some of these follow me, some of these are interested people. I'd say a chunk of them are interested people in the crypto or people in the crypto space in general. But what I found is that a lot of these accounts are accounts that very often retweet and engage with accounts that promote other crypto scams. It's very simple and it's easy, and that just makes it look like a lot of these followers are bought, which also doesn't surprise me, honestly, because if I go back to the CX coin page, they've lost about, I'd say, about 1,000 followers since the last time I checked, which very often a big follower drop like that means Twitter is doing a cleanup, or these fake accounts are being removed from the platform, which very often creates a very big decrease in followers. Happens very often. Doesn't surprise me at all, because when I go to the posts of CX coin, the tweets, the last tweet was made on July 22nd. It only has 22 likes. For a page that's been growing as fast as this has since the previous page was deleted. It was banned, I think, for, I don't know, scamming or some shit. It was banned. That's it. That's the bottom line. The new Twitter page gained about 7 or 8,000 followers in such a short amount of time. Well, I will not accept any excuse that says that none of these followers were bought. How do you have such a big increase in followers in such a short time, but an important post like a development news post about CX coin only gets 22 likes? That's a very big indication. Look, BTalk ads are up and running, 79 likes, which is strange because a lot of, you would honestly assume that most of these people following CX coin are interested in the crypto, because that's the only reason for them to follow, because there's nothing else going on there. It doesn't make sense to me. That's the first thing that doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. Why? Looking at that is just by itself, it's already a red flag, I'll be honest, because a small page like that shouldn't be having this many followers and not that much interaction in such a short amount of time. Could be me, I'll let that one slide for now. But here's another important similarity between CX coin and Save the Kids. Yes, there are similarities in those two, and the two main similarities are Sam Pepper's affiliation with Ice Poseidon in the past. I don't know if that's still a thing as of today. I really don't know, because I stopped watching these people personally. And the involvement of Sam Pepper in Save the Kids, he had a very big role in it. He left the country, apparently. He sold his Tesla, he packed his bags, and he went back to the UK. Pretty sus right after Save the Kids, right? He denies the claims that it's because of Save the Kids, but we all know better, right? That's the first similarity that we have to take into account. The second one is TechRate, the company that audited both Save the Kids and CX coin. So let's take a look at TechRate. Full smart contract audits. What do they have? Most of these coins look like very shitty rip-off coins. Whatever the message is behind the coins, we know that it can all be lies. It doesn't really matter anymore, because Save the Kids initially had such a big charitable goal. It doesn't even matter anymore. Let's see what we got. CX coin, of course, we knew about that. Ooh, what we got here? Lonely Fan Smart Contract, the cryptocurrency that empowers and supports talented content creators. Sounds like CX coin, right? Mullet Doge, Moon Pirate, Koala Token, Cryptonaut, Zombies Farm. These are all shit coins that you should probably double check before putting your money into it. Here we go. Save the Kids, smart contract. TechRate is just a very shady company in my opinion. Let's look at their LinkedIn, because we may be able to find something. Except we don't. 22 followers. They have 3 employees on LinkedIn. One of them is some dude from New York. Their location is supposedly in Amsterdam, as it says on their LinkedIn. I don't know what to believe about it because the 3 main guys on here, one of their Zufar, he's from New York. Both of these do not even have an open profile, which I gotta be honest, I understand that someone does not want an open profile on LinkedIn, but I feel like, especially when you do something like this, it's very important to be transparent about your references and all that stuff, because it just looks shady if you don't have an open profile on this, especially with recent controversy about Save the Kids and this being, I understand that auditing is just not, what they mostly do is just check the code, this and that, see if it functions as it's supposed to function. I just can't stop but wonder if they have, if they play a role in all these scams, because they seem to audit a lot of shit coins. And then when we look at both of the audit contracts, the audit documents, they look very similar, of course, made by the same company. But I gotta be honest, the fonts just look shitty. If you were a company and you were supposed to audit me or do anything professional like this, I would not accept this. And for as far as I know, these are free audits. I don't even know what they make money on, which is even crazier. Because looking at the homepage, look at this. TechRate Blockchain Solutions and Consulting. Get free audit. No wonder they're not putting any time and effort into it. So they do a free quick check and then a full audit. So my question is, was that a full audit or a quick check that they did for Save the Kids, for CX Coin, for example? Because I'm gonna keep it a stack. It looks so cheap. It doesn't even it just looks so low effort. They have a template and they're like, all right, let's put everything in here and put a judgment out. We'll do that in 20 minutes and we're done. Here's an audit. We make some money. Boom. How do they really make money? And that's where the shitcoins come into play, because all of these shitcoins need auditing, right? So what would they do? They hit up TechRate for a free check. They're like, all right, we'll send you a quote for the full audit. It's not going to be too much. Don't worry about it. I don't know how much they make. I'm betting like a couple hundred only because of how small these audits are and how shitty they look. And then it's like, all right, a couple hundred for these audits, let's go. And then we have all these shitty little shit coins hitting you up every single day. Like, all right, let me, can you audit this for me, please? They make a couple hundred every single day because all these shit coins popping up every single day. So it's like, it doesn't surprise me. This was a small rundown on CX Coin up until this point compared to Save the Kids as well. But it gets funnier. Way funnier, because the Telegram group is delusional. I'd say mostly delusional. Most of the post in the Telegram group is from the bot telling you to check out the press release and all that shit. Everyone asking where Ice is. That happens a lot too. Crypto's my passion, dude. This bot needs to fuck off. I agree. I've been checking out this Telegram group, and that's why I took so long with making the video, because I really wanted to check out the Telegram group. I wanted to stay updated, check the platform out, the donation platform that they were supposed to drop. Still delayed, still bullshit with that. Everything is not as planned as it seems. So let's look up the word FUD. Chart is FUD. I don't know, man. I try not to say much here because constructive criticism is seen as FUD and they will ban you for everything. Oh, and did you know that asking Ice who the developer is will get you banned on Telegram? You know why? I'll come back to that in a second. Because I can assure you that there is a very specific reason that he's not telling you who the devs are. You gotta bear with me on this one. So the Telegram group is just, it's delusional. Let's see how many times they've talked about Elon Musk, because there was a time that they were talking about Elon Musk being in a negotiation with Ice, talking to Ice about it, investing in CX Coin. Elon Musk was apparently going to invest into CX Coin, according to the Telegram group. Sounds like a very good and interesting. Here we go. ICE is meeting Elon Musk in Austin to discuss CX coin. Never heard of that again. Let's look myself up in here for a second just for the jokes. Oh, here we go. My name was dropped. You know why? Because I create FUD. Fear, uncertainty, doubt. People are talking about stop the FUD constantly. They're all shills. I don't even know if they're paid shills, but seeing how much CX coin racks in, I don't know if they're paid. I just think they're wild fanboys trying to shill constantly because they think ICE is gonna acknowledge them. The people in here are so delusional. Let's just scroll up for a while. Let's see. This is still August 4, and most of the time you see the press release because that's posted every single hour, and the fact that you see it that often just shows you how dead and inactive this Telegram group is, right? Seeing this, it just doesn't surprise me that most of the members have left the Telegram group. I remember the first time I saw this group, I think there were like 13,000 people in the group, and now they're left with about 8,846 members. That doesn't show you any trust. Why is CX coin doing so bad? Maybe I'm watching the wrong chart. Anyone got a chart link? Oh, these people they're just shooting themselves in the fucking knee, bro. You're right. Elon is going to ICE. Oh man. The shills are insane. So remember how I was talking about people getting banned on Telegram for asking who the devs are for this beautiful BSC coin rug pull? It gets more interesting. I'm coming back to that right now. There was this other scam coin called EverRise, and the code is identical to the CX coin code. It's just almost line for line the exact same. So someone compiled this video and showed me basically how the codes are very similar. It goes a little blurry from time to time, but you know, look. If you look at the left and the right, it's just copied. It's completely copied. I don't know anything about code, but this person did. So basically showing he's just showing the differences between both of the codes, and all of it is just very small details. For example, the wallet addresses, certain names like EverRise and CX, they're basically switched. All the EverRise parts are switched to CX. That's it. And aside from that, everything is completely identical. And that is something that I have to come back to again right now, because Ice Poseidon was talking about his devs, some money going to his devs, him paying out himself and the devs. But who are the devs? There are no fucking developers because this is a copied code. What is there to develop if every single line for line, is the exact same as EverRise? Who are you paying out? Tell us, who are you paying out? But hey, if you still think I'm a fudder, whoa, bro. Stop fudding, bro. That's not good. Trust Ice. Believe in him. We have to stop the FUD. Stop selling. Start hodling. Come on, guys. Here's a little classic. You know, the very simple look at the line, spot the line, look at what's happening. You see this big ass line. Let's go into this. At the start, the very first day, the very first moment, about 2 million was traded. That was the trading volume, right, of CX coin. That's why it soared up. And from that point on, that was the peak. Right after, it kept going down. It kept dwindling very low. The only thing keeping this at least a little stable was the fact that Ice has an auto buyback constantly. He ran the auto buyback for a long time. And as you see here, as soon as it stopped, every time it went down, he was like, all right, auto buyback, let's go. Start, you know, having a higher trading volume by auto buyback. Line goes up, there it goes down. People are not really fucking with it. It hit a low point again. Woo! Auto buyback. Woo! Let me just buy back some. Pump the coin up a little. And it goes right back down again within the span of a day. This is like a span of like 6 hours. And it goes down again. Ooh, there we go. Some auto buyback from time to time to keep it stabilized. Go down again. Oh, what's happening here? Time to buy back again. Whoop. Uh-oh. Time to go down again. And that's what keeps happening. Up until this point, this is where you see a pretty steep line down with a significantly higher trading volume than whatever this piece, this chunk of time is. That means a lot of people were selling because they're not trusting it and seeing the trade volume. I don't know if it's ICE selling or just the people who are leaving the coin because they feel like they're being scammed. It goes on for a while, and then here is a giant line going up, a giant steep hail going up with a pretty high trading volume again. Whoop, it's going back up again. There's only one person buying that shit, and that's ICE, because he wants to stabilize the coin. But hey, there we go again. More trading volume here. Steep line down. People are selling. They don't trust it. And then this is where we are right now. Very fucking low. It's the main thing to look at. This has only been done in a span of less than a month. Less than a month. Most of the things I checked out, most of the things I saw are things that I have been told by independent people who have never heard of Ice Poseidon, people who got a lot of knowledge about the blockchain. They all told me like, okay, this is not looking good, this is looking pretty shady. All right, Binance coin tokens are more often than not a scam, a big ass rug pull. All right, after I made my previous update video, Ice Poseidon hit me up himself, and he was like, I saw your video. You asked people for evidence against me to show a scam. Will you take evidence that it's not a scam? So I was like, all right, definitely. I want to give him a fair shot. Everybody deserves that. He also said, making a video calling it a scam before you look into it is pretty unfair, but what evidence would you like to see? And at that point, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't really trying to put more effort into it anymore from his side, because I've already seen and heard a lot of stuff that it was not redeemable anymore. I'll be honest. Tokenomics, when I showed that one independent person the tokenomics, he was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, just off the tokenomics, it was sort of checked out. But I asked him about a 30% fee, a 33% tax, which is wild, right? Like, 33% of transactions from the smart contract go to his marketing wallet. He claimed it was 11%. It was never told that it was 33%. Because looking at, all right, let me just pull it up. This is a screenshot I took. And back here on this part, you see that this is a third of what's going on here. All right, that's a pretty shady thing. I'll be honest, because it's never mentioned anywhere except for one place. And that is the conclusion of the CX coin auditing document, which says 1/3 of the liquidity goes to marketing address, which I don't know if that's happening here, but that's the only place you can find it. Apparently, ICE did not know about this either. He claimed, he was basically trying to gaslight me, trying to say like, yeah, I saw you talking about the coin crashing, and I'm going to assume you don't know much about BSC coins. Launch day always has big inflated pumps, then price stabilizes. That's the nature of crypto launches. Not all coins are scams though. It takes a minute to look and see. I haven't sold any tokens since they're locked. I personally don't have any knowledge about liquidity pools, but I've heard some very messed up things about liquidity pools. What I've heard personally, this is not something I can confirm, but what I've heard, which also makes a lot of sense, is that especially shit coins, they have large liquidity pools because there is no other party to buy from. No other party is buying, so that's basically on hold just in case, or mostly because the coins are shitty. If someone buys a coin, there is no counter offer going on, and they're basically buying from the liquidity pool. That's what I've heard, right? Makes sense to me too, because a coin like this, not a lot of people are trading in it. So who the fuck, for example, you would want 2 million fucking bang buckaroos of CX coin? Who's gonna sell it to you? Because there are no 2 million bang buckaroos of CX coin available. Send me a spreadsheet. All right, I don't know how to check the liquidity locks or whatever, so I'll let someone else, I gave it to someone else. He also said, just make sure you ask someone unbiased. Don't ask the group of haters who are trying to build the scam narrative. And it was also the first time that I've heard of IP2 is when I started looking into this Ice Poseidon scam. That's the first time. Some of these things, I can say some things may be biased. I don't know. But everything that has been sent to me by people from that community, they have not sent me any bullshit. It was all facts. It was all checkable. You could check anything that they sent me. I could basically get it confirmed. It all made sense. And with that, we have another interesting part of this puzzle. And that's the video of him saying he pumped and dumped. He would pump and dump and all that stuff. Because that's a video that I reacted to. That's the first part of this trilogy that sparked the fire here, that sparked the flame, because I saw those videos and I was like, damn, Ice Poseidon really is a crypto scammer these days. How would that be? Looking into his history, he's also had problems with a Ponzi scheme in the past and a fake crypto browser or some shit that was supposed to mine crypto in the background. But that video of him saying he pumped and dumped was very interesting, because who says that? Who in their right mind making a cryptocurrency says something like that? There are two sides in this story. One of them is telling me that this is legit and that he's a scammer and that it was all, it was all him foreshadowing what he was about to do. And then there's this other side of people that are trying to tell me that this is all to create a false narrative. But then again, here's the problem with that. He actually spoke those words. So what false narrative is there to make when there is a video of literally over a minute of him talking about all this shit? What is there to falsely understand and create a false narrative if these are words spoken by him? Sure, they may have been out of context, but at the same time, they are not out of context. They have a context, and that is a crypto scam itself. He's talking about that with full joy. He's just going, ha 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 ha. Talk about it in full heart. What is there to misunderstand about that? I admitted to him that, calling a cryptocurrency a scam before looking into it, that's not fair. All right, here's the other side of that coin. Me calling it a scam from videos that I see of you talking about potentially scamming people with crypto. What am I supposed to believe? Because sure, your community is talking about how much you've changed and this and that, you know what I mean? But it's not really showing me that. Essentially, it's just still all of these things combined are just crappy moves overall. Very fucking crappy. Not only that, I came across another clip, a supposedly deleted clip of someone who left his stream on. And I try to transcribe it, take this with maybe with a little grain of salt. I try to transcribe what I heard and I found this. I'll just go on with one because I don't know who it is who said that, and then we have Ice. So one said, these things aren't scams? Yes, of course they are, dude. How is it not a scam? Ice said, well, it depends. Like, if you don't fucking sell. And then the other person said, wait, did you buy this one? I said something about a pre-sale, and the other person said, I know you're a scammer. And then, it was all some fun lollygagging and all that shit. That was a deleted clip. I'm not gonna play any of it anymore because I've also heard some messed up shit of negative press being DMCA'd on YouTube, clips like that being DMCA'd, negative press being deleted, which is also a pattern that I've seen about crypto coins in general, especially on r/cryptocurrency. A lot of people seem to downvote negative press about crypto coins. A lot of people seem to put the flair of comedy or funny on negative press. That's a very interesting pattern that I've noticed. So I feel like this is not only an Ice Poseidon community thing, I feel like this is a crypto community thing in general, that they try to make FUD, like people who FUD, they try to turn you into a jester. They're making fun of you. They're trying to discredit you at all times, at all costs, because they don't want their own little shitty Binance crypto coin to fail. And personally, I've had a lot of problems with Shills from Ice Poseidon himself. Some of them even threatening me, and right as I open the notification, the account is gone. Like, sending me death threats and all that stuff. All of a sudden, I tap the notification maybe after 5 minutes and they're gone. Some of these shills have been trying to aggressively tell me that, you know, whatever I see, whatever I thought I'd see is all fake, and this is a false narrative to make ICE look like a scammer. And then there's another, you know, I don't know where a lot of these people are coming from. Some of these make pretty racist comments towards me for, you know, being Indian and stuff like that. So this is where I want to end it. I'm stepping out of this situation. I try to make it as brief as possible to show basically everything around this situation. And yeah, I'm not gonna be involved in this for a while. We'll see what's gonna happen in the future. Maybe it magically goes up, but I suspect it's just gonna be a giant rug pull. It's already been a giant rug pull, and he's just moving away with all the money, driving away in his brand new Tesla, doing streams, picking up girls, delivering food, whatever the fuck he does nowadays. But I'll be checking it out. I'll stay updated with everything that's happening. I'll stay updated with the supposed donation platform, which is probably not going to work out either way, because they also have a possibility to pay with Bitcoin or Doge. So why the fuck would you need to promote your own coin with a donation platform if you don't even have enough trust in the coin that it will be, you know, it will be an ecosystem by itself? Apparently it's not good enough. But hey, when ICE does it, it's not FUD. But when someone else makes a comment or asks an actual genuine question about the coin, it's a fudder. You are a fudder. You will be removed. They will put you in shackles and they will put you in the dungeons. You will have a visit from the Iron Maiden. They will put a rat into a little bucket, a metal bucket. They will start lighting the metal bucket so the rat is going to escape. And all it can do is escape from your asshole. That's all it does. That's what they're doing to everyone who has questions about the coin. I don't have too much to say anymore, man. I ran through everything that we needed to know about CX coin, because it's just a whole lot of nothingness. All of this bullshit is a whole lot of nothingness. The whole sandpepper shit with TechRate, the whole sandpepper shit with Save the Kids, the whole TechRate situation, Ice Poseidon, you know, gaslighting you and just being like, oh yeah, you probably doesn't know tokenomics. No, there is no 33%, it's 11%. Oh, this and that. No, this is the nature of BSC coins. Shit like that. And then there's his blind followers on Telegram telling you to stop fudding and believe in the coin, calling the admins when someone is fudding. Oh, this is such a wild ride, man. Who knows? Maybe I'll make an even more in-depth video someday when this whole situation is over. When CX coin has failed, everything is down, the coin is worth less than, you know, the Venezuelan bolivar. When that happens, I'll probably stick my fingers into it again. But it's over for now. Peace, guys.
Riding shotgun when I'm riding in the Benz truck. Now I'm still broke, can't wait till I go bands up. I sip so much more that I can bring myself to stand up. Count all these checks up, all my homies next up. We up to the top, yeah.